Hello guys, NautoAce here, and I want to give my thoughts on the biggest controversy within the FGC, including the Smash community. Yeah, so me as well, I'm gonna give my thoughts about it. I'm not gonna really expand to what they say because all I can say is that it needs to happen. Like the whole situation, what happened, it just had to happen. They had to do whatever they need to do in order to preserve the integrity of the FGC, including the Smash community. So before I continue, I'm gonna have to do a bit of a disclaimer and what's happening also within my channel. First of all, I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. But by now, for people who've been following me on my vlog channel, then you know my opinion when it comes to the FGC. So, first of all, like I always say, I am not part of the FGC or the Smash community, nor I even want to or interested. I'm gonna give my thoughts with this whole situation as an outsider that's outside the community, as a casual, as a guy you can consider a consumer trying to understand the community and what's going on. And I've been doing that in the past, and I'm still going to do this in the future. Second is, even so that I do like to talk about EVO related events because, again, it's something interested. I'll talk about it no matter what, whether I'm FGC or not, which is, again, I'm not. However, because of the situation, what happened, first of all, any video that I did already in my vlog channel, heck, even my main channel that relates to EVO, they're now privated. So unless EVO do some sort of new reset, a reboot of their organization, as of right now, I'm putting them private. I don't want to be talking about them. I don't want to give them more exposure until, well, they shape up and reset their organization. Second, related to this is a particular person who developed Skullgirl and Invisible, and he's part of Lab Zero. Believe it or not, I did 2 showcases of his game, sadly, and as with those videos as well, they're privated, so, yep, unless something happened, I mean, I do enjoy Skullgirl, I do enjoy Invisible, but as of right now, just like EVO, I don't want to promote company. I don't want to promote this guy, such a douchebag creeper from what I heard, and you know what, whatever. So I'm not going to be like promoting or giving him more exposure for his game as well with EVO. So there you go. So anything they talk about EVO since 2019 and before, they're now privated. And for some that's sort of related, I just redacted the word EVO. So for somebody new and you saw like my thoughts on Melee not going to be on the event, the word EVO is get redacted. So, I mean, for most, probably can understand what the video is, but for somebody new, yeah, that's the reason why. Because again, I don't want to mention the word EVO as of right now until they change. And as for the guys who developed Skullgirl and Invisible, no mention in my channel. No showcase whatsoever until the person shape up or something happens. And again, like I said with EVO, again, if they do a reset. So with that said, what are my thoughts on the whole situation? So for people who don't know what happened, here's the gist of it. So first of all, it started with the Smash competitor. Apparently some of the competitors who were young, apparently in the past, like 4 or 5 years ago, they were still a minor, they were under 18, and apparently, let's just say that they had some improper contact with somebody that's older than them. And if you want to know more, I'm going to put the links on my pinned comment, like all the sources. But if you've been following what's going on, like I said, with the Smash community and the FGC, then there was a lot of like improper contact. There have been a lot of allegation, sexual misconduct, and the big one is the president of EVO. Oh boy, so I'm gonna be talking about that. So, like I said, the gist of it first is the Smash community. Yeah, there've been a lot of young competitor that decided to finally reveal the situation to Twitter, and I mean that's props that they're brave for doing it. But like I said, they probably have talked to an adult maybe in the past. Why now that situation? I mean, yeah, a lot of people are gonna do that. I mean, to some extent, I'm thinking about that, but right now, I'm not gonna say why didn't you report it X, Y, and Z. I mean, there were some problems already. I'm not gonna add for that one. So the gist of the Smash, again, I do apologize for repeating myself. A lot of sexual misconduct, improper contact, and of course, some of the big names were called out to a point that some organization basically were banned them, and one top player actually now cut ties with his sponsor. So you know what I'm talking about. So I mean, they were bad thing, and even even Nintendo gave their opinion about the situation to a point that in their YouTube channel they basically removed the video that's related to one of the person who allegedly that this person did some sexual misconduct. So I mean the person at hand actually admitted it. So that's the gist of the Smash community. But then moving to the FGC, let's just say there have been a lot of people were getting banned left and right to Kingdom Come because of what they did. Heck, even what they did in the past. So yeah, so my thoughts on that one quickly is that I don't think it's cool when that happens. Like if something happened like 2-3 years or even beyond, why are you just reporting it now? Why didn't you talk an adult, cop, whoever? Why wait? It's confusing for me to some extent, but maybe I can understand their situation because it's something hard. They don't want to deal with it. Maybe I'll just go away. I mean, I'm not going to touch that, but it's just in my mind, it's like you probably could have done something to some extent, but I know this is like very touchy. So again, to some extent, I do apologize for that, but I have to just make a point about that one. Like it was the same deal with Vic, which why now? Why not before? Why? I mean, it's weird, but the bottom line is there've been a lot of reports, big name suddenly they're cutting their ties with the sponsors. Oh my God, people getting banned. I mean, it's just chaos. Like I said, it's so much chaos to a point that yes, the big one I'm gonna be giving my thoughts on is EVO Online 2020. And if you heard it by now, yes, it's been canceled. And here's the story behind it. First of all, what happened? Because after all this allegation that some of them were actually true because the people at hand admitted it that, yeah, we done goof. We were creepers like EO. But again, so there was suddenly have reports that the CEO of EVO, Joey Seller, apparently did creepy stuff that he probably shouldn't. And it's just, when I heard about it, I'm like, oh my God, that's just creepy. It's disgusting. Wow. So what happened? So the story from what I heard is, and again, link's going to be in the pinned comment about the sources. And one guy I want to give credit is Ernesto Lopez Jr. He did a stream that kind of explained the whole thing. I would recommend also to watch him. He talks in detail about the backstory. So again, I'm going to do a gist here about what's happening with EVO. So there've been a lot of report that apparently Joey Seller was doing some creepy crap, and suddenly victim suddenly starting to talk out and what's happening. And when people read it, we're like, oh, that's so gross. And it's not just one. There've been a lot of people were saying that apparently Joey Seller is more than meets the eye. So most people see him in pictures, in Twitter and social media. It's always cool with his fellow FGC, including Alex Valle, James Chen, Ultra David, etc., etc., etc. But when they found out that what Joey Seller did, they were like, oh my gosh. I mean, And apparently, there was even stories that Mike Watson, who's the owner of Super Arcade, unfortunately his place was shut down because business reason. He used to work with Alex Valley for Wednesday Night Fight. Long story there. You can probably just look it up in the internet. Apparently, he hated Joey Seller, that he always said that this guy was more than MCI. And apparently, there was another person by the name of Viscant that also said there was more than MCI about this person. Don't trust him, whatever. But then, again, if you have no proof, concrete proof, you say, oh, nah, you just whatever. So, apparently, proofs coming out, some talks about coming out. Again, creepy crap. Ugh. And yeah, apparently the story with Joey Seller were true. Unfortunately, the guy is, I hate to say this word, but it's just something that's kind of fitting. I mean, it's unfortunate, so it is what it is. Joey Seller he's a I mean, I'm sorry to say that. I know I probably shouldn't be saying that, but a lot of people have been saying that that's what it is. Because he does weird things with minors. Oh man. It's just wow. Wow. To a point that when this one came to public, a lot of big companies say, hey, we heard about the allegation. We don't want to be part of this organization. They pulled out. Capcom, Bandai Namco, MAME6, the developer of them Fighting Herds, NetherRealm Studio, and even others companies said, yeah, we don't want to be part of this if this is true, which is, it is true. They don't want to be part of it. They don't want to be associated with the CEO. And even worse is that some top players, they don't want to be there. Sonic Fox has already been public that he didn't want to be in EVO. Like, I don't want to participate. This is nasty. Even well-respected FGC top commentary such as James Chen, Ultra David, Daisy Steve, Sajam, Yipes, heck, Maximilian Dude. Apparently, they were gonna have planned to do commentary. They said in unification, yeah, we're not participating in EVO. It's gross. Like what the guy said, we don't want to be associated with this guy. To a point that EVO, the organization, they said, yeah, we're done. We're cutting our ties with him. And yeah, so what happened with Joey Seller is that he did get fired. They cut their ties with him. They didn't want to do something with him. And yeah, apparently, and again, I didn't know about this, that the EVO is basically a co-founder. So the other part of the founders are the Cannon brothers, and they said Tony Cannon will be the acting CEO as of right now, and that their now goal is, since of course EVO's canceled, they're gonna do a reset. They're gonna rebrand it. They're gonna fix everything about it. So, yeah, no EVO 2020. I mean, online. I mean, for me personally, I was interested to watch it, but after hearing that, I'm like, yeah, that's kind of gross. So, like, I'm not really sad about it. I mean, it is what it is. And like I said, it had to be done. It was necessary for him to do it in order, one, to keep the integrity of the FGC, to protect their brand, the EVO brand. So, I mean, it's probably going to be different. And my guess, probably, they're not going to do any EVO related until 2021. Hopefully, by then, the pandemic's also is going to be gone. But who knows? Right now, 2020 is kind of crappy. And yeah, I mean, that's what it is. That's what happened. So that's the story of what happened. So yeah, Joey Seller is no longer part of EVO. Yeah, people were trying to say, wait, was he just suspended or whatever? And it said, no, the wording's kind of weird, but if you really read between the line, yeah, they just fired the guy. They got rid of the guy, and the Cannon brothers will take over. They're going to fix it. Like, heck, even Marksman Julio was actually devastated. He was surprised that he didn't know about it. And yeah, like a lot of the FGC right now, like most of them are frustrated. So I got to feel for them. But again, it is what it is. It's just crap. So some people might say, wait, I thought, well, if people knew about him, why didn't they say anything? Again, like I said, it's complicated. And apparently some of the people who are close to Joey Seller said, yeah, they didn't know. Like, they heard stories about it, but they didn't believe it, or it wasn't true. Again, I don't know the whole story. Like I said, I'm just reading this from a perspective from an outsider. Yeah, so that's basically what happened. That's why there's no Evo there. So my thoughts about it is, like I said, it has to be done. They do what they gotta do for business. The company had to do what they had to do because if they stuck with Evo, even so, knowing that you got a creeper, that's gonna ruin their brand. It's called protecting their brand association because then journal consumers said, "Oh well, Capcom supporting Evo, supporting a creeper, that's nasty, etc., etc." Again, sometimes it does suck when I'm not a fan of trying to protect your reputation, but a lot of time is when push comes to shove, it has to happen. So yeah, I might not like it, but the fact is, I cannot agree what they did. If I were in the same boat with those company, I probably would do the same thing too. Because in order to protect my reputation, the business, you gotta do. Even so, trying to throw someone under the bus to throw their integrity, because again, you gotta protect your own integrity. And now with the FGC's integrity, including the Smash Brothers, yeah, their integrity right now is in the all-time low. They're not. They gotta rebuild it. I kind of feel for them, but again, so yeah, it's unfortunate there in that part. And like for the general consumer, yeah, they're like, wow, and that's also another concern too. So I'll do my thoughts is this that I know Maximum, you did say that it's all about the people. It's not about one person. And I know some people even argue that it's just so you're ruining Evo because for that one person. Well, you do gotta keep in mind this one person, this creeper, is the face of Evo. He's the CEO. When you think about Evo, you think about this guy, and now you think about this guy. He's a creeper. It's gross. So that's bad. That's really bad. Like if for me, like an outsider, I never heard about the Cannon Brothers until now. I didn't know that it was a co-founder, that it was Joey Seller and the Cannon Brothers actually created Evo. So again, I did not know about that. See, you kind of see that point there. And in the case of it's not one person that we're a community and one person doesn't represent the community. Again, that is true to some extent, but in the perspective of an outsider to the general consumer, whether you like or not, sadly to say, they don't see it. There was a reason at one point, long time ago. I have no problem with this guy, but long time ago, I did a vlog calling this person out, and then when I got a response, people didn't like it. They said it's stupid, but the fact is, and I've seen other people talk about the same situation, said the same thing, that yeah, one person doesn't, to some extent, it shouldn't ruin the community, but it kind of does because kind of like as human, that one slap, we're gonna remember that versus those 9 handshake. We always remember the bad thing, but never the good thing. Just it's human nature. It sucks, and it is what it is. There. I mean, I don't know what else to say there. So, in the perspective of the FGC, yes, it's a big thing. One person doesn't represent them, but you gotta keep in mind, again, agree or not, it's up to you. In the perspective of an outsider, the general consumer, they don't see it that way. Maybe some, but to some extent, most of them are no. They're gonna say, "Wait, Evo, wait, I heard Evo run by Creeper. That's ew. Like, why would you want to go here again? How do you state your case of FGC is not bad, Evo's not bad, but the first thing they hear is, no, bad boy, that person, he's a bad man. Don't get near him." Again, yeah, I mean, that's my thoughts about that one. It's like, yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a long road for them to redeem, to say what's good about the FGC. And I mean, they're not bad people. Yeah, they're always gonna be bad apples in any community. But as of right now in 2020, look, I mean, this is the talks. Like, it's not, oh, what's the new games gonna come out, or what new company they're gonna show about fighting game. No, the thing they're gonna probably talk about is, oh, we heard that creeper, like ew, and then to the general consumer, when you say either Evo or fighting game, they might say, wait, I heard fighting game. Basically, you get like they misconduct. Is that true? And again, they don't know the whole content, but because again, general consumer don't have the time or the dedication to research of what it is. I mean, again, if you're into the community or whatever, then you'll understand. But for general consumer, they don't. They really don't. So most of them probably gonna say, fighting game. Oh, you shouldn't be like that community. No, we heard there's a lot of misconduct. Oh no, I don't want my baby boy hanging around with those fighting players. Maybe they're gonna give him some bad hugs. No, 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 no. Like, again, so it is unfortunate. So with all said and done, what's my thoughts? The whole shebang. It is unfortunate. Like I said, I was kind of intrigued to watching Evo, but again, they gotta do what they gotta do. Kinda for me, I mean, a bit sad because then there's really nothing to watch. I mean, there's other thing on Twitch or stream or whatever, but again, Evo's a big thing. It's not just FGC. Even general consumer know what it is. It's the same thing as a nerd know what Super Bowl is. Football every year, the biggest football match. Evo is the Super Bowl of fighting games. So, especially general consumer, they'll know that. And heck, this story was so big that even big news that are not related to video game are talking about it. That's how big this is. So, again, it sucks. But, like I said before, I'm going to say it again one last time. They gotta do what they had to do. It had to happen in order to protect the community and the integrity of the organization. Heck, even the company who at one point associated with the organization, they gotta do what they gotta do. So again, it is unfortunate, kind of disappointed in what's happening, but again, but I really gotta feel for the community right now because right now, damn, I mean, for a while, believe it or not, like the Sonic community were considered the worst one because people are just complaining too much, like even with minor things like Green Eye Sonic versus Classic Sonic. I mean, that's a true thing. It's sad, but it was in the past. Now, probably the situation with the FGC, including the Smash community, yeah, they're probably now they top it to the worst community as of right now until they kind of redeem themselves. And they are going to redeem themselves because I know a lot of people are going to give their thoughts about it. I know Max, I did catch his stream about it. Yeah, he was like disappointed. He was disappointed. He was frustrated. Again, what can you do about it? I mean, it is unfortunate. More than meets the eye. You didn't know. You thought this person's cool and just find out the person's a creeper. Like for me, I just know the guy of who the person is, but I was surprised that the guy's a creeper. But for people who are close to him, that they know about his true, that know him on a personal level, such as, like I said, James, maybe Ultra David, heck, Alex Valley, Wednesday Night Fight. I've seen pictures of them hanging together. Even Julio Marksman. I mean, so those are my thoughts on the controversy in the fighting game community, Smash community, heck, even EVO. Yeah, I mean, sadly, the CEO or now former CEO, president of EVO, Joey Cuellar, yeah, he's a creeper. I mean, he did confirm that he admitted it, that he did stupid shit. So that's my thoughts. It is unfortunate. 2020 really, most of it now, it's sucking. It's definitely sucking. Multi-dimension sucking. Yeah, so yeah, with that, I'll see you guys later.